Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Xeno, the personification of a cry for help, and we are back with more Dawn Tourist Late Route. Now, the last playthrough was really fun. We played poker, we played beach ball, we visited a whale museum, we avoided Miko, Late called us out on it. We're now gonna have to be forced to confront Miko the next day. Late came out to everyone as non-binary, and now we're gonna join Goodrune at the sauna? So that's cool. That's where we actually left off on. So I actually don't know how much of Late's route I have left. Who knows? But anyway, let's just continue onward, shall we? So yeah, the lesson we left off on. Everything I just said before. Listen, I'm just so excited to play more of this, okay? Also, I'm going to be doing my little bulk recording moments and just record a bunch of videos, edit them all, and just pre-plan them. You know, it'll make things a lot more easier for me to actually have time to do, like other things, like learn how to voice act, work on my arts, because I've been procrastinating on that. Anyway, but now we're at the sauna with Lake. We're at the sauna with Lake. Yay! Oh, this lovely place. The smell of wood and heat hits me with a potent wave as I open the door, before I even take a step inside. The sauna is dark and moonlit, taking on a vespertine atmosphere. Some underseat lights compete with the moon's silvery glow. The floor, covered in different converging hues, pulls the light. There's someone else here besides Goodrune. Bjorn is sitting on the top row at the window, on the opposite bench. Ah, my baby! My baby, he looks so fucking hot! Fuck! I just want to bury my fist in his fluffy chest! Fuck! Oh, hey there. Hey, cool seeing you here. Oh, you came after all. Lake nods towards the highest bench and we sit down opposite of the bear. Lake between Goodrune and me. Hey, how have you been in the last 2 hours? Oh, very good actually. I almost want to do a poker against these two. Beginner luck. And I'm still sure you've stolen one of my stacks. Well, better luck catching me next time. Do you mind, by the way? Should we shut up? Oh no, I was just talking with Goodrune anyway. Bjorn is in a bit of a conundrum. He looked somewhat down, now that he mentions. And he was sort of quiet back in the museum too. I was so absorbed with Lake that I didn't even notice. I should have been a more attentive friend, even if we're not very close. Oh, what happened? Well, the semester isn't looking the best for me. I'm at a point when I had to decide if I wanted to put more effort into this or give up. Coach was here before you, and we talked with him about my options, but it wasn't too optimistic. Yeah. We saw him in the locker room. He looked deep in thought, only nodded when we said hello and went away. We talked a bit about our immigrant experiences. It was sort of a mutual help thing. Even if my circumstances are much different than his, I think I reassured him somewhat. And how bad is the situation? Very. But I've put so many years into studying already, and so much effort. But if it's still not working, why keep at it? I mean, I've heard from Goodrune that you're not enjoying your studies, and that you're not even interested in the field. You did say that, and I asked why you continue. Well, I want to be someone. I managed to at least get accepted to neuroscience, and it feels so bad to have to resign, like throwing my future away. You can't get that time back. The decision you make now is important, not the one you took years ago. Don't fall victim to second cost fallacy. You are someone, and you don't need a degree for that, especially not a degree in something you don't enjoy doing. I hope I'm not overstepping. Boy, you're the second person I've seen here burn themselves out. I think torturing yourself like that when there are so many different things you could do in your life isn't worth it. I think you could really thrive doing something else. Honestly, fuck higher education. You're saying that in a room full of university students on a science camp. Yeah, but my point is that it doesn't determine your worth. A person with a degree can be an absolute scumbag and then die unhappy. And someone selling flowers on the corner can have a full, satisfying life full of kindness. It's just not where our worth lies. Not in income, degree, job, achievements. People often act like that, but what do they really know? What's wrong with a quiet life? An unambitious life? A life spent with friends doing things you want to do, not bound down to kings to the power of the capital, or to corporations and bosses. I'd rather have you happy and okay than affluent and unsatisfied. And if you think about it, I'm pretty sure you will too. Leigh sits down again, their chest heaving. I didn't think they'd get so emotional over this. I think we'll have to cut our sauna session short. Go cool down and then return again. Or maybe go straight to my room, depending on the time. I get what you mean. I don't know what I'd like to do yet, though. You'll find something. Or something will find you. It always happens eventually, if you're open to chances. Are you okay? Yeah, though the heat is getting to me already. Should we head out? Yeah, I need a moment. I'm done too. I was ready to go out when you came in, but I felt impolite to leave. It would look like I was leaving because you came. Fuck, that's cold. But it's so pretty. Look at all the stars. It's a gorgeous night. I have to admit that even when my paws freeze in the snow. How long do you want to stay out here? Until we've cooled down. I think even neurochemistry classes are less torturous than this. Why didn't you choose something else? It seemed like a good idea at the time. Something that would have given me a sure future. My parents pushed me to go into medicine, but there's no way I ever get accepted. Choices are daunting. You lock yourself into one path and commit to it, but what if it turns out to be a bad fit for you? What if you waste years of your time? Nothing, I think. Life happens in the meantime, and it's never wasted time. You still go for walks. You still learn, read, watch, laugh. You make mistakes and you fix them and then make them again. Life is in these everyday moments, not only your career path. It would be nice to build something, to leave something lasting behind, to be some kind of a positive change. True, but at the expense of your own well-being? Sometimes, I guess. I think there are things more important than that. I think I'd like to devote myself to something, to a cause worth my time and effort, whatever area this would have ended up being. I think of Karasuichi Sakamoto, how he composed and recorded until the end of his life, and one of the last things he did was a film of him playing. Of beatniks and other writers who spent their lives until the very end with a pen in their paws. Like Miko with music. I want something I could breathe, included in the essence of me. Something that, as long as my heart beats, I could do and find joy and purpose in it. I hope photography can be that for me. Or maybe it will be research. I don't know yet. But something to bring light into my life. Beyond the everyday, to light up the overarching. Yes. Yes, that sounds like something worthy to aim for. If we got one life, we might as well use it for something worthwhile. It's not like we have to, it's enough to just live. I think you're both right. I, for one, don't really feel a need to devote myself to anything, but I am fairly happy. You're devoted to roasting me. Hey, I didn't tell you one unkind thing at all today. I know you had a rough few days. Well, it's all better now, thanks to a certain tiger. I blush under the fur. I think that's enough. Can we head inside? Yes, definitely, right now. One last glance beyond the mountains, towards from where the cold wind blows, biting all over me. The world feels boundless, even though I know it's not. Pretty soon it might start feeling all too familiar even. But not now. I picture myself, a tiny person facing life, moonlight in my face, walking through a plain that turns to hills, then mountains, cut across with valleys. Yesterday, lying in bed with Lake, when they fell asleep with their head on my chest, I glanced outside and the moon seems to flicker. It didn't seem possible, though there must be an explanation, even if it's just my tired mind seeing things that weren't there. But somehow, lying there with Lake in my paws, I felt something change in the world, irreversibly. Yay, we're back to the room. Just wait until I get to Bjorn's route. I wanna fuck that bear so badly. Listen, the last time I got to fuck the bear, we fucking die immediately. Or actually during when we fucked. Fucking hell, we didn't even get to finish. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about since November. Anyway, such a long day. New friends, new memories, so much closeness. The best day I had, maybe. Really? Hard to rival the beginning of day in a cute lion. I already knew I wanted to try since that kiss yesterday, but it's an incredible feeling to make it official. I've never dated anyone as sweet as you. I've never dated anyone as sweet as you either. Granted, that's not much of a competition. Not counting primary school sweethearts. You're the first person I'm actually dating. Really? Nothing in high school? No, somehow. I don't think I was ready to come out. I was sort of going out with our girlfriends, but it quickly turned to a friendship instead anyway. There's a delicate imbalance between us in terms of experience that feels unfair, but also electrifying to explore. I run my claws alongside their forearms, and it feels like traversing grasslands. But curiosity gnaws at me. I want to know more about this lion. And there's one question that I keep thinking of since the conversation downstairs. Who else were you fucking? And, I'm curious actually. How many people have you dated? Oh. They look away, dejected. Or maybe embarrassed? Maybe it wasn't a good idea to ask. Oh, you don't have to answer. I don't need to know if you don't want me to. Will it change anything for you? No, absolutely not. It's just that Gudrun hinted that there's been quite a few people, and I was curious if she was talking in, like, actual dozens. It wouldn't be a bad thing. I'd just like to know more about you. What she meant was Cinder dates. You know, you talk with someone on the app for a day, then you meet up, talk in person, maybe end up in bed, maybe see each other one more time, or not. I don't think that counts. I've actually ever dated only 4 people if you count Torolf. 2 after moving to Onslow. That's not that much. Well, more than me, but less than I thought. What? I'm only a bit of an ethical slut. I think Gudrun and Jordan blew it out of proportion. I'm not sure what did I expect, really. But still, this isn't important in any way. What's important is that I have you here now. I pull them in for a hug, close and tender. Aiming for maximum body contact, I put an arm around their waist as they grab my thigh, rubbing through the trousers. I'm restless. I don't know where to put my paws. I like to have them everywhere on them. Tomorrow is an important day, by the way. Jorgen's birthday. Really? Oh my god, Jorgen's birthday? Yay! Oh. Oh, why didn't I know? I didn't get anything for him. He doesn't like receiving gifts. He'd curse me out if I told others and they'd buy something for him. But he won't mind a party, though he will pout at first. I ordered a cake for him here, in the town. I might need some help tomorrow in organizing everything. I bet. Will someone bring it here? Well, I haven't thought about that yet. But Arna's helping. Maybe he can ask the bus driver to fetch it? We'll talk to him in the morning then. But that's nice. Something to look forward to. Another impatient change of position prompts a muffled grunt from Lake, their snout on my neck. They lean back and look at me with their gorgeous eyes. How about we loose the clothes? They're in the way. I only nod, out of breath. Even though we are only laying together, I feel exhilarated. My thoughts won't form. Cut it in half and flown up like ribbons of film. They take my breath away literally. Lake undresses wordlessly and I observe at first. Then I remember I have to undress too, taking off my t-shirt and tossing it aside in a hurry. When I'm down to my boxers, Lake stops me. Keep these on for now. You look so hot like that. Oh, you like underwear? I like unwrapping the goods myself. And I see there's a lot to unwrap. My botches have been tented since we sat down on the bed. I think the lightest touch from this lion would be enough to make me fully hard. That's it, Helen? The answer's always yes. We're back on the mattress. This time my snout in their chest, naked and furred, arm on their back, forearm following the valley of their spine, paw resting between their shoulder blades, legs entwined. I get lost in them, in their softness, the softness of their form, and their smell, and the way they fit against me. It brings tears to my eyes. Lake. Arvo, are you crying? No, maybe. Out of happiness. Oh, silly. Come here. What the fudge just happened? Wait, what? Wait, I'm missing something, am I? I forgot to install the new adult patch. Fuck. BRB. So it turns out that for every build, there's gonna be a new NSFW patch that you're gonna have to download alongside with it. You can't use the same one from the old builds. So apparently that's an issue. Fuck! I hate itchio. Anyway, let's continue. We don't stay curled like that for long. Late's moves turn more exploratory, and they run their paws along my sides. Tender strokes with soft paw pans turn their claws digging through my fur, and there's a fiery urgency to them, as if Late was trying to claw their way inside me. There's that hungry look again. Their paw wanders lower, traversing my side and belly until it reaches the hem of my tented boxers. The claw tugs at the waistband, pulling it apart from my fur, then lets it bounce back. Got a gift for me, Packaged nicely and all. Let's get it unwrapped, shall we? Then they move lower, their snout tracing a path from my sternum, planting small nuzzles along the way. Gosh, you smell so good. Lake house off my waist and moves back, placing themselves between my legs. Their snout is on my boxers, a wet spot pre-staining them already where the tip of my member strains the material. They take a deep sniff, and so eager. What do you... Two paws grab the side of my boxers and pull them down. The sense of my own arousal hits me now too, sweet and warm. Lake wraps a paw around my cock and begins stroking it gently. Fuck their touch. I'm already close. Lake, slow down a bit or I'll... Lake obliges, grabbing me at the base, then noses at the tip, drinking me in. A drop of pre reaches their lips, and they lick it up. Can I? I nod and whine. This is exactly the exploration of the difference in experience between us that I hoped for. I'm not even sure what they want to do with me, but I'm giving all of myself to them. Okay, I'll take good care of you, I promise. Good boy. Late dressed their tongue across the underside of my cock, drawing out a long, guttural moan. Now that's what I want to hear. Lake opens their maw and takes me in, and the feeling, oh god, there was no limits, it just keeps going. Lake keeps taking me higher and higher. Fuck. Lake takes even more of me in, grunting at first, before sucking me even deeper. Their paws were already warm and soft, but this is different. Their tongue is rough, and their touch is so gentle. I was already so close, I could barely contain myself. I'm breathing heavily. I'm struggling to keep myself from thrusting into their maw. Lake, I'm close. The lion looks up at me with eyes more voracious than ever. Fuck! The tension tears into every muscle. I writhe, I tremble, I shudder like a sailing ship on the open sea. But when the release comes, it's like crashing onto warm sand, cradled in the sun's rays. That was... Oh hell, Arvo, you're incredible. You should have seen you. Also, you're really good at this, you know? I lifted my snout, and I met with theirs, smiling and cute. They lean in and kiss me. And I'm at the open sea. The wind blows. The sun beats down on me. It all reaches straight through me and down to my core. It's salty and it's sweet. And it's wet. And I'll never be alone again. A sea of almond milk. You have a weird fetish for almond milk, you know that? I'm drowning in you. So, are you going to finish Lake off? Oh, there's a glitch. Oh shit. At night, everything changes. As the nature of things distort gradually. Until they're only barely recognizable. Twisted to something else. Nebulous and undefined. Was I supposed to read something else on that? Oh well, I can't read it. Let me go back to see if it passes. Okay, no, this text keeps showing up. That's weird. There should be a bug fix. Anyway, let's read this. I'm afraid, Arvo. I'm so very afraid. I feel so safe in your arms, you know? I'm almost melted from how it feels. Like home. This is Lake. The same Lake I spent the day with. The same Lake I kissed at the shore. But they seem like a different person. As if that was Sun Lake, and this is Moon Lake, their face pale, washed out in the silvery light of the moon. But there are things even you can't save me from. They're holding on to me as if afraid a current might break us apart. I want us to stay just like this, here. I don't want to grow older. I don't want things to get complicated. I want us to walk pond towards the sun, laughing and having fun. And I don't want to die, Arvo. I don't like the idea. It's lame. They say death is what gives life meaning. Our time is precious only because it's limited. I have heard this so many times. But do you really believe that? Because to me, some deaths feel so pointless. You're not dying, Lake. You're here with me. It must have been so easy to live like 2 centuries ago. To not have these complexities, to believe in something. It was so cruel to take that away from us. It's tragic, isn't it? I curl them close to me, and they rest their face against my chest. I wonder if we're born with the knowledge of death. I don't remember, honestly. I have no idea when I found out. It doesn't seem like much of a problem when you believe in an afterlife. Maybe we aren't. Maybe it's somewhere in the core of our loss of childhood innocence. But that's not very helpful, is it? No. Dwelling on things we can't control doesn't help, though. Ancient Greek philosophers already advised against that. I have heard of a different take from Eastern philosophies. That what happens after we die is the least of our concerns. That dwelling on it is like going to a theme park for a day and only being sad because you have to leave in the evening. So, cutie, you're here with me now. Don't concern yourself with the after. I miss that too. That feeling of being safe and taken care of. Granted temporal immortality just by my parents' very presence. Now we're here, in this new country. Our families cross several borders. Borders won't change much for me. What do you mean? My Christian is met with pensive silence. I know when not to press, and this is one of those times. Instead, I nuzzle Lake's shoulder comfortingly. It is a feeling, certainly. I get what you mean. We're on our own, self-contained. But we're not alone. Cuddle up to me, and I'll keep you safe. I wish I could get closer to you than this. I kissed her ear and whispered gently. Careful what you wish for. At night, everything changes. Monsters peek from closets and ghosts whistle in window panes. But even if we forget sound, morning always brings the dawn chorus. Roll credits. Day 5! Yay! Why am I awake? It's still so dark. It'd be before sunrise, or it's a terribly gloomy day. I hope for the former. I miss the sun on my face. My paw touches Late's furry forearm. The lion is sleeping beside me, still and unruffled. The stillness of the scene is almost touching. It feels like everything beside me is still in slumber. The morning came too soon, and I don't want to leave the bed, not when Late is here with me. Tenderness wells up in me. I reach out to touch their paw, moving closer to nuzzle their shoulder. And when I notice the alarm playing in the background, Jordan's birthday! Late said we had to handle everything this morning. That's what the alarm is for. There is no time to waste, no matter how much I'd be happy with staying here for the next few hours. I stopped the beeping alarm and nudged the lion gently with my snout. Late. Hey, sleepyhead, wake up. They mumble and turn towards me, eyes still closed, paw closing over mine. Gosh, how cute they are. Arvo. I can't help myself. I lean in and snuggle them closely, feeling their warmth, tracing the shape of their back with my paw pads. We should be getting up. Jordan's birthday. Oh! You're right, we have to get going. I didn't realize last evening just how early we had to get up. Late jumps out of bed with an urgency I never expected from them. I get up too, observing them in awe. What do we need to do, actually? First, we need coffee. The proms will close, and we'll head out to the cafeteria. I nod sleepily. The bed still calls to me, warm and comfortable, but the wave of adrenaline and the urgency of the task helps you defy the yearning. And coffee is a very good idea indeed. Just wait a second. Late leans in, and I'm surrounded with the force of their mane, smelling of them and their gingerbread cookie shampoo. Good morning, sweetheart. Morning, my love. God, they're so cute! Ah, I see. Thank you anyway. The phone beeps and Late sits down with a sigh, even though I know the answer I asked. And? What did they say? They don't do deliveries. I stretch my head, looking at Late's reflection in the cup of coffee stand between us. Late grabs it, and the shake distorts the surface. The cake is there in the town, but they're not delivering. And we don't have candles, hats, or any other decorations, but those would be nice to have. I look up at the actual Late, looking in the distance, as if calculating something in their head. Yeah, sounds about right. That's not good. At least it's still over an hour to breakfast. Are we calling a taxi? Can you afford that? From here? No way. There's your answer. The cage itself costs a small fortune. You mentioned Coach Devin yesterday, right? I think asking for help would be the wisest thing to do now. I slurp my own coffee and look outside at the dense cloud cover, gray as my thoughts right now. Gulp in the black liquid. I find myself getting irritated at the lion, just a bit. Nothing is done besides ordering the cake that's a few kilometers from us now. Actually, I think I'd ask Professor Arn first. I know him better, and I think he likes me, at least somewhat. And he should be up by now. He's famously a morning person. How about you go ask him then, and I'll stay here and try to think of what we might need. Can do! Candles, definitely. Some festive banners, maybe. Confetti, very optional. And I need to get a gift for Jordan. No, you don't. No, you don't. Jordan's gonna be angry. I rack my brain trying to think of what else we might need. But our coffee is enough to get me to work this early in the morning. At least I got Late to ask for help. I don't know how I explained to Professor Arn that we need to get to the town now before 8 on a weekend. And though I try to focus on the task at paw, I miss Late's warmth. I'd so much prefer to be back in the room with them. At least we get one more night here. One more night, and then so many more back in Onslow. Get them! Hey guys! Late returns with both Arn and Coach. The former is beaming, a benevolent smile lighting up his face, the latter rather unamused, arms crossed over his broad chest as he nods at me in welcome. Morning, Professor. And good morning, Coach Devin. Good morning, good morning. I hope you had a good night. Oh, more than he might guess. Though with many wake-ups, neither me nor Late got much sleep. Late has filled me in. It's a bit of a short notice, but it still can be organized easily. Coach Devin agreed to take you to the town, and I'll talk with the crew here. We need to negotiate out a space for celebration. You had a brilliant idea, Late. Thank you for getting this organized. Oh, today will be fun. He's really excited for it. I wonder if it's just as fun as for Jorgen, or is he actually happy for the party? How are we going to get there? We don't have a car, right? We'll take our bus. I asked our driver for an extra ride. She was actually happy to go. We should get going soon. The earlier we return with the cake, the better. The bus will be ready in 10 minutes, so go grab your coats. He looks so done. Like, he looks so over it. Some coffee first? We've made a batch. Don't mind if I do. So that was easy. What do you think he'd like? Oh, to be honest, I don't know if he'd be happy with the gift. Maybe something small, if anything. I have a slight feeling that even this cake might piss him off. But he can't have a birthday without a cake, and we're his friends, so that's on us. In other circumstances, I'd bake something myself, but... We could have asked the guest house for a cake in advance. They surely handle requests of that sort. Oh, I guess you're right, yeah. But now we also can buy some party stuff. Hats, confetti, alcohol. Don't overdo it with the alcohol. And we'll see what stores are open. It's still very early and it's Saturday. We might not be able to get anything but the cake. Oh, that'd be terrible. You know, I'll just check for places online. Maybe we'll be lucky and I'll find something open. What are we looking for even? Something like a dollar store? A stationery store? There's something that opens at 8 in Galbian. We have to wait a bit, but it looks promising. Vin Monopolito's open at 10, so no luck there. No! Yes, I'm afraid. We can always grab some lighter beers at the supermarket. Well, that works too. There's one opening at 8 as well. And I'd like to get Jorgen something. Where's the bakery? Galbian 2, near the main square. We should be able to do everything pretty quickly, though. We'll have to wait for the stationery, but we could do that at the bakery. Also, sorry for asking, but why didn't we do this yesterday? We were in town most of the day. I didn't think about that, really. I just went by the bakery to ask for the cake. One evening in advance, and they agreed? Yeah, they asked for a bit more than the price list, but they were already doing some extra cakes for the weekend anyway. Huh, at least that worked out. It would be better if we split up. We could finish everything quicker. Arvo, do you know where you want to look for a gift? Stationery or the record store, I think. If there's enough time, that is. It's a quick ride, but we should be back before breakfast. We should still split up to get everything done as fast as we can. Let's get to the bakery first, and then we'll think. I nod and leap back in the seat with a sigh. Some extra time in the bakery will be nice. I'll be able to grab a coffee before we continue, at least. It's quite a hectic morning. Not what I expected going to bed, but it's not entirely unwelcome either. I only have to put myself in a working condition first. I lean on Lake, who sat next to me, and close my eyes. I got a tad irritated with them for handling the whole party so late, but now that we're riding together, sitting side by side, how could I stay angry? Suddenly, so that Coach Devin wouldn't notice, I nuzzle against their face. I'm rewarded with a smile that can melt ice. Oh, how lucky I am to be with them. How you feeling? Got enough sleep? Enough to get me through the day. You? I'll be alright. I might want to catch a nap, either now or on the way back. Feel free to. Honestly, I could use one too. Decided not to care as much about Coach Devin anymore, I put my arm around the lion and hold them close. Wrapped in their scent like a scarf, listening into their heartbeat, I closed my eyes again to drift off for a moment. It's dark, isn't it? It is. The sun rises slowly here. It'll be a while before it feels like morning. The harder half of the year. It'll get much worse, right? I can already tell it'll be hard to get used to. There's a lot of charm to it, of course. But now that it's finally arriving, I remember again how little sunlight we're going to get in the coming months. For now, though, I'm merely basking in the view of the town that's still waking up, soaking up the atmosphere like a sponge. I breathe into my lungs at capacity, experiencing something I rarely can with my usual waking hours. And sharing this experience with friends, it makes it even better. I only wish we didn't have to hurry. How do you keep such a sunny disposition in this climate, Lake? Oh, you have to learn to cope somehow, right? But we do get the hygiene to keep cozy. Candles, warm clothes inside, coffee with marshmallows. I need to invest in some of that too. My flat is still very bare bones. I'm surprised to see these two warm up to each other and speak so candidly. It has to be Lake's openness. It's not the face of Coach Devon I've seen too often. But that's great. The tension made between them prior to the bus ride was palpable. It could have made the whole trip, at least the parts when it's the three of us, unbearably tense. So, bakery first. Which one is it? Oh, I can lead the way. It should be like an alley away from the main square. I thought you were leading the way. Oh, no, but we're going roughly in the right direction anyway, I think. Yeah, I've had the map open since we left the bus. We'll be there in a minute. Good, good. I trot along, other paw in my pocket. The morning coffee helped, but the world still feels a bit blurry in the morning haze. I wouldn't mind another cup. We're staying there for our coffee, I hope. Oh, we've had our coffee at the cafeteria. Well, one. We need to wait for the stores to open anyway, so yeah, of course. Hey, Bjorn, my baby! Oh, the smell. Something primal awakens within me. Caffeine addiction, perhaps? Regardless of what it is, I need a coffee and a pastry in me now. The place is almost empty, and the glass case of the counter is still being filled with all the buns and cakes. My eyes stop on an eclair filled with cream and topped with what looks like orange marzipan, and I already know what I want. Oh, that's a nice place, but I wouldn't have guessed they made birthday cakes here. Well, not really. They don't actually. I just ordered a regular cake. We have to get candles elsewhere anyway. Anyway, are we grabbing a table? I want that coffee, and it's still 15 minutes before any stores open. Yes, sure. Late, let's get the cake first. On it! Lake walks away to the counter while Coach Devon stands the place for the best table. I'll go with them, make sure everything goes right. Sure. Keep an eye on them. Yeah, will do. Devon! Which one is it? I'm not sure, actually. I asked for black currants and cream, but that could be almost any of these. One of them has a Norwegian flag on top for some reason. That's funny. I don't think there are any national holidays coming up. Oh, hello. I'm here to pick up the cake. I came by yesterday to order it? I tune out, focusing on the delicious pastries in the glass case while Lake tosses the barista. I think I want something to go with my coffee as well. It'll be a while before breakfast, and I could use some sugar to jumpstart my brain. The eclairs look particularly tempting, but so do the cinnamon buns. Well, let me try a different card then. No! Cards declining! Their cards declining!
Insufficient funds! You ain't got no money! Woo!
Something wrong? Oh, nothing. I just... What's going on? Some problem? It seems like I can't pay for the cake. Your card isn't working? I think I ran out of money on it. How much is it? Let me then. Coach Devon takes out his card and hovers it over the terminal until it beeps. Before it does, however, I see the price on the LED screen and my eyes go wide. Thank you. You're saving my life here. Or Jordan's birthday, at least. Lake? How much? I try to whisper, but my voice comes out much louder than I intended. It's his birthday, he deserves a cake. Yeah, but something smaller could do, you know? It's the gesture that counts. A gesture wouldn't be enough to share between all of us. Hey, it's on me. No point dwelling on it. It definitely was a lot, though. I think I'll ask Arn for some reimbursement. Judging from his enthusiasm for the party, I think he'd be happy to chip in. Oh, you did something to drink or just the cake? Just the cake. I'll grab a table, okay? The one by the window looks good if you don't mind. Late takes the white box containing the cake from the counter. Oh, I can't wait to see Jordan's face when he sees it! Grab the box by the bottom, don't squish the cake. I'm left alone with Coach Devon, who's eyeing the pastries as well. What are you thinking of getting, Professor? I was thinking of just the coffee, but these buns look good. Oh, they do. And they smell amazing even from here. I think I'll try something different this time. I've had my fill of baller on this trip. I should get something for Late too. They didn't take anything except the birthday cake. Is Late always this scatterbrained? I don't have classes with them, so I don't know them very well. Well, I'd be lying if I said they weren't. But nobody's perfect, right? And they're good-hearted and kind. I believe you. But if they want to organize anything, they need to learn to be reliable as well. Just putting it out there. You two seem pretty close, so I'm sure you could get through to them. I nod, but I'm not sure what Coach Devon really expects from me here. We've got the cake, and though I was a bit frustrated with Late earlier this morning, everything is fine now. Coach Devon returns to the barista and points to the glass case. Hey, how are you? I'll have one of those and a big latte. Late, you broke. That Korean barbecue really fucked you up, didn't it? Oh! Late's eyes gleam with hunger as they lock into the delicious goods we're carrying. I got something for you too. I knew you want something sweet as well. Aw, thank you. You didn't have to. You're sweet enough, Arvo. They say that, but their eyes are locked on the bun I put down in front of them. Strawberry, thank you! Let's focus now. What do we need and who's doing where? We have the cake. That's the most important thing. We still need to get the candles and some decorations, and I want to go by the supermarket to grab beers. Oh, and somewhere so you could grab the gift, Arvo. What were you thinking of? I could go check in the music store if it opens soon. Give me a second. Oh yeah, it's open already. I forgot that it's also a cafe and a clothing store. Oh, and there's a thrift store just next to it. Looks like a bit of everything. That could be good to check out. It opens in 5 minutes. Okay, how about this? I'll take the cake back to the bus and wait there for you. Lake, you'll go to buy the decor and candles. Arvo will buy everything that's needed from the supermarket in the meantime. Then you'll have a moment to look for the gift too. Better make it quick though. We should head back before 8:30. Sounds like a plan? Yeah, we should be able to make it quick. The store's open in a moment. Let's finish and we can go. Jesus Christ, we're doing so much for Jordan. What were you thinking of? To be honest, I wasn't thinking of anything in particular. I was hoping for a sun stroke of inspiration here. None has come yet, though. We've walked down most of the aisles here, but nothing really stands out to me as something Jordan would enjoy. Do you have a gift, by the way? The cake was supposed to be the gift. Now that Coach paid for it, I don't. Well, it's still from you. As I said, it's the gesture that counts, right? But we could get something together, just help me with ideas, because I'm drawing a blank here. I was thinking of a book, but I don't know what he'd enjoy. And it should be something special if it is his birthday. He writes more than he reads, honestly. Maybe a new scarf? They have a few nice ones here. That could work. The one he wears is iconic, though. I'm not sure if he want a different one. But... writing. We've already left the stationery store, but they had quite a selection there. I couldn't afford a fancy pen, but Jordan strikes me as the type to prefer fast writing with a ballpoint anyway. But they have some really nice notebooks there. A notebook could work. Something small and portable, but with nice paper. I think we could go back to the stationery store quickly? Oh, I like the idea. He even mentioned to me once that he wants something smaller that he could carry everywhere. Perfect. I think we have our gift then. Oh, how gentle is this morning. Despite the cold, despite the wind, I only feel a gentle warmth inside. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us. The only people outside yet in this drowsy town. In the street lamp's light, the snow and gravel take on an otherworldly glow, as if it was the surface of some distant planet. We walk paw in paw, Lake and I, sharing our warmth. If I could, I'd stay here with them, in these cobblestone streets, getting lost and sinking deeper into this labyrinth of ourselves. Hi, Devin! This is where we're gonna suffer now! Woo! There's no CG for this one, but you know what? I don't care. Looks like the next part is going to be all about Jordan's birthday, and we'll see how he reacts to it. Damn it, Lake! How you broke? Korean barbecue was really that expensive? Jesus Christ. Well, we're going to be continuing this in a different time, because I'm also going to record some more Silverstone, because I know there's some people who love Silverstone that are probably really sad that I haven't really picked up on it yet. I only have 3 parts to my name, and I need to do more. But, anyway, thank you all so much for clicking on this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a like, and subscribe if you're really interested. I'll leave a link to the visual novel in the description below if you want to read it for yourself, as well as links to my Twitter and Blue Skype if you want to support me on those platforms. And as always, I'll be leaving a link to the visual novel me and my good friend Xeno Red Panda made for the February game jam called When You Are Mine. Please still show your support to it. If you do enjoy it, maybe consider rating it and comment on it on itchio. We love reading those. It makes our day. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!